Do you smell what the Ross is cooking?
Ugh.
What is it?
Oh no.
I'll tell you what it is. It's a lovely poontang pie. Hello, I am Rossi Drip Drip from Cultaholic Wrestling. This is pathetic little Andy, and welcome to our Elimination Chamber 2022 predictions competition. How you doing, Andy?
I'm doing all right.
Nobody cares. It's been so long I've been carrying this thing, Andy. Please get me a chair to sit down because my back is so sore from carrying this predictions competition. You know what it's been like for so long, dear viewer? I can't believe I'm still the bloody champion and I'm still having to carry...
Hey, take that, you silly boy. Get yourself down. Look, listen. I've had enough, Ross. Look, I've even written down a list of the things that you've done to me. Look at this, you dumped gravy on me head. That were good. Well done, Ross. Fantastic work. Oh, there was the Evercox incident. Let's not forget that. The AA. Oh, did you see you smash my guitar, didn't you? When I won the all-out predictions, when you cheated me out of that championship right there. Guess what? You choked me out as well. Ah, well done. You're clever. You are, yeah. And then you still need to do the Survivor Series punishment. Let's not forget that. Now, listen. You bullied me one too many times, young man, and that's it. I've had enough, so enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough's enough, everyone. And I tell you what, it's time for a little change. Ooh, that felt better, that. Come on, get yourself up then.
What are you doing?
I've got predictions to do. Get up.
Just the first match,
Bloody hell, fire, get up.
What are you doing that for?
I mean, I think it's warranted.
It's really hurt, that did.
A bit warranted. Come on, get your sent up.
What's the first match?
So first up, we have Rey Mysterio with Dominic Mysterio versus The Miz with Maurice at his side as well. And Ross, who are you going for and why?
Oh man, what are you doing that for?
I just let you help you back.
Right. I'm going for The Miz because Vince McMahon's got this weird stiffy about having Dom versus Rey at WrestleMania, and I think this will be the one where Dom turns heel on Rey. He won't turn on Rey because it look like incest. Who are you picking?
I'm going to pick The Miz for this one. I think we're going to stretch this feud out to WrestleMania. I don't think we're getting the Rey and Dominic feud just yet. I think perhaps after that, the big-time WrestleMania match, something bad goes down, then we go into the program with Rey and Dom, and that is my reasoning. What's wrong? What's up? One hit. Look at that. I do one thing to you when you do.
I was on the floor and you kept going, you animal.
Where? I mean, just to make sure you were down and out for the count, you know. It's all right.
Oh, man, get off.
It's all right. Next match. Go on, get it done.
Next up, we have the Usos defending the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against the Viking Raiders. Who are you picking and why?
I'm going for the Usos in this one just because, as we've said quite a few times in these predictions now, I don't think they're losing the belts until around about the time that Roman Reigns loses the belt. And I like what the Viking Raiders have been doing on SmackDown, but again, I don't think it's their time just yet. Who are you going for?
A couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, one of the Usos defeated the bald Viking Raider. I've forgotten his name because I've just been twatted in the back with a steel chair and I'm everywhere. I'm all over the shop. I'm flapping like an angry bird. An angry bird, Andrew. What have you done to me, Andrew? Anyway, an Uso defeated a Viking Raider on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago with a super kick and a splash, and that was it. And that tells me the Viking Raiders have no chance of winning the titles in Saudi Arabia.
That was perfect. Look at that. How can you compose your thoughts after... Are you all right?
Stop it, man. Get off, man.
Oh. Next up, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, we have Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss with Happy Corbin at his side. And Ross, who are you going for? Who are you going for?
I'm going for Drew McIntyre to win. I think there's a possibility the big baldy bastard Baron Corbin might get involved because it's a full count.
Are you all right there,
You've winded me a bit.
On, calm down.
Falls Count Anywhere matchup. But
yes.
I think Drew's still up there on the pantheon of WWE superstars here in 2022. Therefore, I think Drew will beat a battered and bruised Madcap Moss in Saudi Arabia. Who are you picking?
I'm going to go for Madcap Moss to win this one. I think Happy Corbin, like you said, I think he's going to get involved in this match, and I think we're going to see him steal a win from Drew McIntyre there, and then have another match at WrestleMania, and then I hope that's when we get through all of the weeds of this feud that I'm not very invested in You know what I mean?
So why do you want to see it at WrestleMania?
Because then it's done and dusted. Because I think they want to roll it over to WrestleMania. Because if you've not heard, Ross, WrestleMania is in flux at the moment. What's the matter?
Who said WrestleMania is in flux?
Cultaholic News said WrestleMania is in flux.
We know nothing.
We know nothing.
We're clowns on YouTube.
So I think they're trying to just put whatever match on the card, fill it out. We've got 2 nights of WrestleMania, Ross, and I think a match between Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin is going to be on the cards.
Good. Nice one.
Ta.
Next up, we have Ronda Rousey and Naomi taking on Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. Who are you picking and why? Andy?
I'm going for Ronda Rousey and Naomi to win this one. I don't think either Charlotte or Rousey are taking the pinfall in this one. I think it's going to be very much between Sonya Deville and Naomi with everything that's going on. And you keep Rousey and Charlotte Flair looking strong going to WrestleMania. What about you?
I think they'll have one flurry between Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair to sort of tantalise, to stoke the fire ahead of their match at WrestleMania. But I agree. I think Sonya's other arm will get snapped off by Ronda Rousey, and that's how the match will end.
Do you reckon that's going to how it's? I think it's going to be between Sonya and Naomi.
No!
All right then.
No!
Are you sure?
Yeah!
Do you want to change?
No!
Are you sure?
Ronda and Naomi will win, but it'll be Ronda who wins it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Stop touching his man, you paedophile!
For the Raw Women's Championship, we have Becky Lynch defending her belt against Mrs. Extreme herself, Lita. And are you going to go for, pal?
Well, technically, Mrs. Extreme is either Matt Hardy's wife or Jeff Hardy's wife.
Well,
Lita was just there with them as a friend and or boyfriend at the time.
At the time, yeah.
So you're wrong there.
Oh.
I'm going to go for Becky Lynch. I don't think there's much of a chance of Becky Lynch losing her title to Lita. I think that Lita will have a few good moments. I've loved the character development of Becky Lynch. Looking at this hero, looking up to her when she was a teenager, now meeting her in her 30s, and the hero who she once idolised wants to beat her up, and that's turned her into Kurt Cobain. I think that's a lovely, lovely bit of storytelling there, but I think that Becky Lynch will win.
Yeah, I think Becky Lynch is going to win. I think we're going to get a slow build to next year's WrestleMania.
You really have winded me a bit here.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Are you all right?
You've winded us a bit with the hard chair. How do the wrestlers take many of them?
I mean, to be fair, it's nothing compared to what you've done to me over the
I've done nothing wrong to you. That was me brother.
I mean,
Jeremy.
That's what they all say.
I'm Ross.
That's what they all say. Anyway, I think Becky Lynch is going to win this one. You see, I think we're getting a slow build to next year's WrestleMania between Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. Yeah. And I think Becky Lynch has taken a little bit of umbrage with Ronda Rousey, being like, why didn't you pick me? I'm clearly the better one between me and Charlotte Flair here, and I don't think she likes that. So I think we're going to get Becky Lynch getting the 1-2-3 here, retaining her title, but I'm very excited to see how this one goes down. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
All right, good.
Next up, we have Roman Reigns defending his Universal Championship against Goldberg, who looks like you in 30 years' time after all the steroids have worn off. No, Goldberg spent a lot of time in the gym. Andrew's never been to a gym.
Oh! All right, discount Kevin Owens. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. I am going for
what?
Roman Reigns in this one. What have I done
over there?
to you? What have I done to you? I'm going for Roman Reigns in this one. We're going to WrestleMania, Ross, and it's going to be Roman Reigns with the Universal Championship versus Broccoli Lesnar, and that's my definitive. That's it. What more do you need to know?
Nothing, Andrew.
That's it.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome. Tell us who you're going for.
I think that Roman Reigns will win at a canter. Hopefully, it's just like a spear, then a guillotine, maybe a jackhammer just to rub some salt into the baldy scalp of Bill Goldberg. You know, he's bald like you.
Yeah.
He's bald like
that
you.
Means powerful testosterone.
Hopefully the match lasts 3 seconds. I don't think it will, but I think Roman will win at the end of the day. If Goldberg wins, I quit. I've had enough. I couldn't really get over the Fiend's loss to Goldberg in Saudi Arabia, and if we're going to have Goldberg be the one to end Roman Reigns' year-and-a-half title reign, I don't want to know anymore. I'll quit. Right?
Are you putting that on the line?
Yes, I'll quit
right
Cultaholic. I'll leave and get a
Cultaholic.
job at Lidl or something. I don't know if Lidl will take me on. I've been a clown for many years.
You have?
Lidl probably won't have me.
We'll see what happens. Anything can happen in Saudi Arabia. Everyone.
This is your fault, this.
Why is this my fault?
Because you hit me with a chair. I've never got physical with you once, right? Never once.
Next up, we have the Women's Elimination Chamber match, and it's for a shot at the WWE Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. We have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair versus Doudrop versus Nikki A.S.H. and finally Alexa Bliss. Who are you going for, Ross?
I think it's one of two people. One being Rhea Ripley, the other being Bianca Belair. Rhea Ripley has the whole Oh, you rattled me this morning. The whole world on her side at the moment after that fantastic performance in the gauntlet match, but I do believe that with winning that match, Bianca Belair comes into the chamber last, and because she's also Bianca Belair and she's coming into the chamber last, that tells me Bianca Belair, logically, should be the one to win.
And this is where I'm going to come in, because we were talking about yesterday when we were doing the pictures video, talking about logic, and WWE's logic sometimes doesn't match up to our logic, and I think we could perhaps get Alexa Bliss winning this one. She's had this gimmick change now. We've seen her get cured over the few weeks in the vignettes and everything. And now it seems as though she's still got Lily, but it's very much implied that if someone takes Lily away, then Alexa Bliss is going to be unstoppable.
It has the spirit of the old Lily inside a new package for some reason.
I just don't understand. What
are you laughing at? That's proper storytelling. That. Can you stop touching us?
Lower your tone.
Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Okay. Alexa Bliss.
And finally, for the WWE Championship, we have the champion Bobby Lashley taking on Brock Lesnar, taking on Seth freaking Rollins, taking on Austin Theory, taking on Riddle, taking on AJ Styles inside the Elimination Chamber. Match, who are you taking, picking, bar at the bar?
It could go either way, I think, in this one, but I'm going to go for Bobby Lashley to retain the WWE Championship. Now, I know things have been said, could be title for title, but I reckon that they're building Bobby Lashley up yet again. It would be very strange for him to win the belt and just drop it again. WWE booking though, so it could go either way. I think that Bobby's been getting better. I think Bobby's been getting a lot better. I think his promos still need a little bit of work, but they're getting there.
But so, just to point out an issue, he's got MVP there.
But yeah, but he barely uses MVP now.
I know, you just didn't mention him, so I thought I'd mention him. Because I can see the comments.
Do you want to?
I'm saving you from the comments. I can see them going down there to say, but Andrew, he's got MVP.
He does have MVP, but he's not been using him in promos recently.
I care about you.
Debatable. I'm going for Bobby Lashley. Who are you going for?
Right. Question time. Can I ask you a question, please,
you can ask
sir?
Me. Yes, sir.
Who will Bobby Lashley defend the WWE Championship for at WrestleMania 38? Should he win the men's Elimination Chamber match?
Now, we've been building Seth Rollins a little bit here.
Have we?
A little bit.
Have we?
I think after
Can
the
you
Royal
actually
Rumble
see that match happening at WrestleMania?
I mean, that's another question.
Because I cannot see that happening, therefore that tells me that Brock Lesnar will be the man to take the title off Bobby Lashley inside the chamber on Sunday. Just because I can't see Bobby going into WrestleMania this year as the champion. I don't know what it is, I just can't see it inside my big fat head.
What about Cody Rhodes, though? What? Do you reckon Cody Rhodes could be the man?
To do what?
to be the WWE champion.
That was a funny joke there, Andrew. That was a funny joke. That funny joke. Cody Rhodes.
Funny joke.
Cody Rhodes, eh?
Funny joke.
Stop it.
Funny joke.
Stop it.
Funny joke.
Here, man.
Funny joke, eh?
Man.
Hey,
man.
Get out.
Man.
Get out. Get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for watching our WWE Elimination Chamber 2022 predictions. Now, over the course of the weekend, we've got sponsored lists going out. Look out for what happened with Jack the Jobber, WTF with bloke over there. Let's not forget we're also doing a live stream, so if you want to head over to twitch.tv, not twitch.tv, youtube.com/cultaholic.
Stop it, man!
Thank you. youtube.com/cultaholic wrestling, where you can join in with Adam Pacitti if you've got no friends. You've got him there, he's there with you, and then
you've got no friends.
Who's got the chair here, pal?
Is that your only friend, eh? An inanimate object. I've got human friends. Human friends.
We've also got a live review show with myself and Adam Pacitti on the Sunday at 1 p.m. Do you wanna? Are you all right?
I've got human friends.
And that's pretty much it, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll have the cut down reactions from myself and this pleb.
We bloody will not. I'm not sitting on the couch next to you with that bloody chair.
All right, that's it.
Hey! No! No!
Come here, you wet swaddle!